Hey, what's up? Mike and I are getting over COVID. It's last minute betting with the Sports Nuts. This is where you get last minute betting right here, folks. Me and Mike, your quick fix for sports betting. Brought to you by OddsJam. Click those links below for the best sports books in your state. And the OddsJam partner programs there too. We got live chat available. Like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel. By the way, we're on Facebook too and Twitter. Fill out the form below in the description to get, well, you know what, to learn how to make money betting sports. We can tell you. We can show you. There's a Calendly link for Mike, one for me. Don't forget, we got the Discord link below for the paid bets at OddsJam. And we have the OddsJam Player Prop mobile app that is totally free for iPhone, iPad, and Mac computers. Mike and I are here. We're ready to rock and roll. I don't know whether you guys are or not, but we're ready to rock and roll. Mike, very, very quickly. Wainwright and Yachty set the record last night. Cardinals won the game. Pujols with his 2200 RBI in his career. Now, tonight, do they have a letdown? Is there a letdown? Like, by the way, I'll give you props on this. You're right about the letdown by the Dodgers last night.
Yeah, it was a good spot to take Arizona. You know, I said taking the Cardinals at home for plus money was something tempting. And you saw last night the Cardinals were able to get the win. So pretty good stuff there. But I don't think we have a letdown by the Cardinals tonight. I think they'll do fine. Last time they faced Anderson, they had no issues with him. So I expect them to be able to get to him again. It's in St. Louis. So the Cardinals still looking to extend their division lead on the Brewers. And you got to take care of the bad teams when you play them. And they have done well against Cincinnati. So I expect that to continue. And I think Michaelis will have a good game. He's kind of been hit and miss here lately. So I think he's due to have a solid game.
Magic number is 12 for the Cardinals. All right, very, very quickly, let me tell you what happened this afternoon as the Tampa Bay Rays. I had 4 bets in this game, Mike. I went 1-3. Had the Rays first half money line. That's no problem. They were up 4-0. But they decided to go on a tear in the 9th inning and blow my butterfly play. And they won 11-0. The Rays don't score 11 runs in a game, Mike. Okay? It just doesn't happen. But it did today. And, of course, my luck, that's the way it goes with sports betting. So they won 11-0. And the White Sox hit 5 home runs and whipped up on the Guardians 8-2, and I believe that puts them just a game out of first place. Don't forget tonight, not only do we have the NFL, but we got the WNBA and Game 3, and I'm telling you right now, the Vegas Aces could, I think they're on the brink of their first WNBA title, and I wouldn't be surprised if they won again tonight. I expect another low-scoring game. I'm going with the under on this game. And I'm just going to tell you right now, with the Chargers and the Chiefs, I'm thinking over. Under in the WNBA, over in the NFL. And Glenn Howard, it crushed our butterfly. Playing the Chiefs under, that's what you guys are going with. Mike, you were kind of on the under last night.
Yeah, I'm on the Chiefs under as well. I here's the thing. J.C. Jackson has just been announced. He will be in the lineup. That will be a boost for an already pretty good Chargers defense. Obviously, his first game with the team, so it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But you'd have to expect that it will help them. And, I think that will make life a little more difficult on Mahomes at least. You have Keenan Allen out, but here's the thing. Keenan Allen missed a bulk of that game against the Raiders. And, your offensive coordinator's on record saying I was a little conservative with Allen going out. I called the game way too conservative. I shouldn't have. I should have trusted in the guys I have. You saw DeAndre Carter had a monster game. What a big game for him. Joshua Palmer, I expect him to step up. He's a good, solid receiver many people don't know about, but he definitely is a spark. And then Mike Williams, you have to expect him to get some action too. So I'm not sure that Allen being out is the end all be all. However, it definitely hurts. It doesn't strengthen your team in any way, shape, or form. So looking at this matchup, Bob, I still think that I've got to roll with the Kansas City Chiefs at home in Arrowhead. The Chargers have had some success in Arrowhead not long ago. But, you know, these two teams have split in their last 4 meetings. So expect these two teams to play fairly even. And I'm just going to go with the fact the Chiefs are at home. And I think they can get the job done. Mahomes looked amazing in his first game. The Chargers still kind of easing in J.C. Jackson. You know, I think he'll be effective, but you just never know with those kinds of moves and things what's going to pan out. I mean, does he have a rusty game? You know, that works against you. And both of these teams, Bob, did have to travel back to Kansas City. So it's not as if Kansas City played week 1 in Kansas City and then a short week back here Thursday night, they're already home. They did have to fly out to Arizona. So both of these teams will be probably equal in terms of that. So I just got to roll with the fact that if you're the Chiefs, it's at home. You need to win this game because you don't want to lose the first game of this little 2-game series that you're going to have, if you want to call it that. You don't want to lose the first one at home. You want to get it taken care of.
Let's get to what we got to get to, and that's bets. I'm going to share my screen.
I got some bets in this game too.
Okay, let me go first. I get to go first tonight because I just want to. That's why. All right. First of all, I have refreshed this. This is the recommended plays on positive EV. The recommended filter is here right now. Already hit the Chiefs at under 28.5. This is what Glenn Howard was talking about. It's plus 110 on PointsBet. There is also a first half play on the under 26.5 in the first half total points. I like this play too. 12% market with minus 100. No big fair odds. Plus 105 on PointsBet. And it's a 50% chance of hitting, 2.74% play. I'm going to hit it for a unit. Then this is the one that by the way, these plays have been here all day, Mike, and it just went away. The Austin Eckler. Oh, no, here it is. Austin Eckler under 12.5.
I can't touch that play.
I can't either.
And the reason why is because I already had a positive EV play on Eckler, and I believe it was on his over rushing attempts, and that was at his over 13.5, which he would have hit last week as well. I thought they could have given him the ball a little more last week, and he touched it 14 times. You don't have Keenan Allen. I do believe the offensive coordinator when he says he won't call the game as conservatively, but I definitely think Austin Eckler will have to be a big factor in handing him the ball off in this game if you're going to want to keep Herbert from being sacked a whole lot, which, by the way, wasn't sacked one time in that first game.
Okay. All right, let's get to because I'm going to get these plays out right now. We're going to turn the recommended filters off. We're going to go to the main and alternate market. We're going to do the minimum. Oops, I'm sorry. Clicked the wrong thing there. Market width of 25 cents. Let's refresh and see what we come up with here. What kind of plays that we might have. And once again, some of these may be. Now, here's one. Phillies and Marlins. This is an NRFI. I actually like this tonight in this game. I think no, not Carrasco. I'm trying to remember. That's the Mets. I can't remember who's going in this game, but
what game?
Going with, Marlins and Phillies.
Yeah, Syndergaard Lopez.
That's a good NRFI play right there. There's that Chiefs play. Now here we go. There's an opportunity with first quarter total points under 10 in this game. I'm on the over, so I do not like that play.
I got to be honest with you. I would I think I do personally. I mean, I think this game's. I think it's lower scoring just because it's a short week. You've got two defenses who played pretty solid in their first games and had a fairly good test. Both defenses did. Obviously, the Chargers and Chiefs are both more improved offenses than what these defenses just faced, but I think I'm on the under most of the time in this game.
Okay. Well, then we got another under here. The first half total points under 27.5. We already hit it for under 26.5. We'd be fools not to hit the under 27.5. Now, there's a play on the WNBA game tonight, and now the positive EV play is on the over. It was on the under this morning. Mm-hmm. I will not change that. Our morning coffee pick was under, and we are going to stick with the under in that game because, quite frankly, they haven't gone over 156 points in either one of the two games, and the first game was only 131. So now let me
let me address this comment real quick. Glenn Howard, I can't trust the Mets right now. The Pirates are one of the hottest teams going, and Brubaker had a solid outing against the Cardinals. You remember the Cardinals won that game 7-5, but he did go 6 innings and only gave up 3 runs. So when you think about that with a pretty good Cardinal offense, I expect that he can have some of the same success against the Mets. So no, I just can't trust the Mets right now. I cannot trust them.
Okay. All right.
Slim Dan says, I think the overall under should hit. Slim, I think I agree with you on that as well. Stewart says Phillies game already started. Yes, it has, Bob. You cannot do the NRFI in that game, bro.
Boy, that's too bad.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get to a few player props here. Travis Kelce under 79.5 player receiving yards, like or not?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I mean, it's evident Mahomes is going to spread the ball around a little bit. The problem is Travis Kelce has in the past feasted on the Chargers. I know it's a different team. I know you can't take a whole lot of that. I just can't fade Travis Kelce right now. I'll stay away personally.
Okay. Dennis Deering is on Facebook, Mike, watching us right now. Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah, that's on Underdog, Bob.
Under 5.5 player receptions.
That's on Underdog Fantasy. Right? So
do we like it?
There, I think I would take that if you're using that. Yeah, Bob. Okay. You're not adding it. You can't bet that. You're not going on Underdog.
I can track it though. That way I know what's going on. I sure can.
Well, yeah.
What about Gerald Everett under 40.5 player receiving yards, Mike?
No, I can't touch that one either. And a reason why, Bob, is if I'm not mistaken, I have a play. Do I have a play on Everett in this game?
Let me do my final one here then. Mahomes over 2.5.
Yeah, I've got his over, Bob.
Over 2.5 player touchdowns. I am taking that with Mahomes, and that will be a unit and a half on that. I totally believe he's going to have 3 touchdowns tonight. All right. Let me zoom out of this and actually stop sharing my screen. And Mike, if you have some plays that you'd like to share with everybody, feel free.
I will do that then, Bob. I'll show you my bet tracker here and show you some of the plays that I have went on a hit. And let's just focus on this game here tonight. We've got I did take Gerald Everett on his over receiving yards. Again, Keenan Allen not in the lineup. Everett definitely seems to be a guy that Herbert likes and can trust to go to. Eckler, I took him on his over 13.5 player rushing attempts. I also took the Chiefs on their under 28.5 team total. So I expect those 3 plays to come through for me, man. I'm liking them. And then don't forget, I did take Jerick McKinnon on his under 16.5 player receiving yards. Those plays not beating the closing line value right now. but that's okay. And then you can see here, I've got a lot of other bets that I've got out. I took Mike Gesicki under his over 19.5 player receiving yards. I took Njoku under 20.5 player receiving yards. I took Cooper on his under 39.5 player receiving yards. Look, Brissett didn't have a whole lot of passing yards this last game, so I don't expect him to change a whole lot there. Geno Smith, I took him on his over 206.5 player passing yards. I took the over 46.5 in this Rams-Falcons game. I did take Brissett on his over 9.5 rushing yards. And then I've got Chase Edmonds under 18.5 player receiving yards. And then Geno, the original play, I took his over 207.5, so I had to take the 206. So those are the bets that I am on here today. Dane Dunning, I did take him on his player strikeouts over 4.5. And then you saw those bets for tonight that I am on. I am also on the first half total points under 25.5 in this Raiders-Cardinals game. So those are my bets that I have out there, Bob.
Okay. All right. Let me share my screen one more time. And I'm going to go to my bet tracker very quickly here. Some things that we hit today. Clyde Edwards-Helaire over 10.5 rushing attempts. Mahomes over 296.5 yards. O'Neal Cruz over 0.5 player hits. He's going to get a hit tonight. The Twins and Royals, this was the under. NRFI. And then the under 26.5 first half total points in the Chargers and Chiefs game. And that's what we had earlier today. We already lost a couple other things. That Tampa game, gosh, can't believe that happened. We did hit the under.
Check for Slim Dan, Bob. He's wanting to see where he can get this McKinnon play for plus 130 on his under player receiving yards, and he's going to need to lock that in soon. So let's help a guy out here.
Okay. What are we doing now? Player receiving yards?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll find that out for you where you can get the best value on that play right now.
As soon as I can find it. Come on, man. This is live. I got receptions. Come on. It takes me a little while. So there it is. Player receiving yards. Okay. You said McKinnon.
Yep.
And over 15.5, did you say, or 16?
No, it's on his under 16.5.
Under 16.5. Looks like there's nothing plus. Minus 101 on Caesars. Right now. But that depends on what state you're in. We're in Illinois. These are Illinois books. So minus 101 is what we have right now. I got Susan Beasley and Dave Bersiker watching on Facebook right now.
Okay, Bob.
All right. That's a good thing, man. The more people we get into watching
you and this Facebook thing, you're getting a little excited over that, aren't you?
No, I just like to, point out that people are watching.
Slim Dan, I would say, I would say maybe check Caesars and see what the line is on Caesars.
Yep, that's probably the thing to do. All right. Anything else for this show, Mike? Last minute betting. You want the last minute bets? We just gave them to you. And I know the lines have changed. A lot of things have flip-flopped. That does happen. You got to make a decision. That's where your handicapping experience comes into play. And Mike and I are pretty good handicappers. We're considered sharp bettors. Mike, did you know that?
I did know that, Bobby.
So there. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow night at 5:30. We're not doing halftime tonight. We gotta figure out what the heck is going on, man. Thank you guys for joining us. Peace.